Nash v. Inman, 1908. Topic: Minor and necessaries. Nash v. Inman, 1908, is an important case under the Indian Contract Act, 1872, which explains the rule relating to a minor's liability for necessaries. The case clarifies that although a minor is generally not bound by contracts, he can be held liable for the price of necessaries supplied to him, provided those goods are suitable to his condition in life. This case is frequently cited while discussing capacity to contract and exceptions to minors' incapacity. Facts of case. In this case, a tailor supplied several fancy clothes to a student who was a minor. The minor was already well provided with sufficient clothes suitable to his social status. However, he failed to pay for the clothes supplied. The tailor filed a suit to recover the price of the clothes, claiming that the goods supplied were necessaries and therefore the minor was liable to pay for them. The minor pleaded that he was not competent to contract and that the goods supplied were not necessaries. Issue: whether a minor is liable to pay for goods supplied to him. The main issue before the court was whether the goods, fancy clothes, supplied to the minor could be considered necessaries under the law, making the minor liable to pay for them. In other words, the court had to decide whether a minor can be held liable for payment when the goods supplied are not essential and the minor is already sufficiently provided with such items. Judgment: Nash v. Inman, 1908. The court held that the minor was not liable to pay for the clothes supplied to him. It was found that the minor was already adequately supplied with clothes suitable to his condition in life, and therefore the goods supplied by the tailor were not necessaries. The court ruled that a minor is liable only for necessaries, and the burden of proving that the goods supplied were necessaries lies on the person who supplied them. Accordingly, the tailor's claim for payment was rejected. The court held that the minor was not liable because the goods were not necessaries. Principle laid down. A minor is liable only for necessaries. Necessaries depend on the minor's condition in life. Burden of proof lies on the supplier. Conclusion: Nash v. Inman, 1908. This case explains the scope of minors' liability and clarifies the concept of necessaries. In conclusion, the case of Nash v. Inman clearly establishes that a minor is liable only for necessaries, and not for luxury or unnecessary items. The judgment emphasizes that the supplier must prove that the goods were necessaries suited to the minor's condition in life and that the minor was not already sufficiently provided with them. This case is an important authority on the exception to a minor's incapacity to contract and is highly relevant.